sea salt, soya bean and serenity, cucumber and melon with a hint of French mustard, passionate embrace. How can a candle give you a passionate embrace? Maybe a seasonal one. Mulled wine, mistletoe and myrrh, plum pudding and peace on earth. Or a scarf. I could get her a really nice one. Frank would have had a heart attack if he'd seen all these decorations. He always said the little tree was plenty. Its lights stopped working years ago, and we never got round to getting them replaced. And a bit of tinsel round the mirrors. That was enough, he said. No need to go over the top, get carried away with all that nonsense. And he hated all that music. Used to drive him mad in the shops. Apart from that one, "Have yourself a merry little Christmas." But only if it was sung by Frank Sinatra. I found his old glasses when I was looking for my driving licence the other day. The ones he had before his new ones, the pair that we buried him in. Well, I thought it was appropriate, seeing as he hadn't had them very long, and they cost a fortune. I always preferred these, though. Maybe it's because I only had a couple of weeks to get used to the new pair. If he was here now, we'd be having our 11's cup of coffee with a fig roll. I haven't bought them since. I can't bring myself to look at one. If I ever have another fig roll again, it will be with Frank, up in heaven. Though I suppose we might find ourselves in the other place. Still, I'm sure we could still share a fig roll down there. Or a toasted tea cake. Anyway, I've got this instead. Amazing thing, this. I can even see Joanna and the little ones all the way over in Australia. Who'd have thought? Of course, it took me a while to get used to it. But Jeremy next door has been ever so patient with me. Oh, perhaps I'll get him a candle. He always says he likes the smell of mine. Or a nice biscuit tin. That old thing, he keeps his custard creams in his way past its best. Who hides in the bakery at Christmas? A mince spy. I love that. It came out of the cracker I pulled with Jeremy last night. It's a bit early. But as Jeremy says, who's going to know? That's one thing about Christmas that Frank did like. Mince pies. I suppose they're a bit like fig rolls, really. He especially liked the ones that I made. Never tasted one so good in all his life, he said. So I suppose he's not going to now. It's been less than 2 years since I found him collapsed over his daffodils. And look at me. Decorations everywhere. Drinking in the morning. Cavorting with the man next door. Oh, I know how it must seem. Joanna's not impressed. She doesn't say anything outright, of course. Just the odd little remark. When I talk to her over the computer now, I go into the kitchen, where there's no decorations. Anyway, I'm not cavorting, of course. Although I can understand why people might think that. All we do is talk about the computer and pull the occasional cracker. Well, he did bring that bottle of wine over the other night. We did get a bit tipsy. Perhaps I should see less of him. I know how to work the computer now, so there's really no need for him to keep popping round. Yes, maybe I'll tell him I've no need to see him so much anymore. And I'll take a few of these decorations down, I think. Frank was right, it's too much. Oh my word, the little tree has lit up, who'd have thought? Oh. Frank, is that you? Oh, what do you want, Frank? Flash, once for yes and twice for no. Do you want me to take the decorations down? Oh, shall I leave them up then? Oh my God. Are you angry with me because of Jeremy? Oh, how are you, Frank? Can you see okay in those glasses? Have they got fig rolls there? Frank? Frank? Frank?
So have yourself a merry little Christmas now.
Happy Christmas, Frank.